And good to have you back in part 3 of this series. And the series is all about the Halloween mini booklet that I made for Tim Holtz. And yeah, I'm showing you from the beginning till the end my whole process. And I'm doing a little voiceover for all the moments that I can give a little bit of more explanation about what I am doing or what I am thinking, what I am seeing. So yeah, sit back and enjoy. So in this part you will see me working on the right flap of the book when it's fully opened. And just to balance the whole piece out, I used a paper doll, a girl on the left, and I used the man and woman in the middle section on the collage. So I thought it would be nice to top it off with a paper doll, a boy on the right. That is what I'm working on right now. I also want him in the front, so I am stacking up my layers and ephemera for a nice background that gives a little bit of interest. And yeah, I'm using the same materials, leftover papers I already used, same kind of snippets, and the little labels with the, poison and toxic on it. Yeah, roughening up the edges and making them the coffee color. Yeah, just to balance your whole project. So don't be afraid to rip some papers, some corners off or some strips. And also don't be afraid to use, straight edges in combination with some teared edges. And yeah, it's just the feeling it gives. Also the roughness, and then in combination with some straight edges, yeah, it gives a great result. And this will only function as a flap, so open and close, open and close. I'm not going to add some kind of closure. What you will see later on, I'm only using loose elements like a paper clip or a tiny attacher to keep your ephemera together. Yeah, and the flap gives you some space. Maybe you will add a little photo of your Halloween costume, or you want to put in, well, like say your favorite Halloween recipe, all that kind of personal stuff. Yeah, that will be nice to put in your put in the flap or in your file folder or in a pocket. It just makes it more personal. So in most cases I am already used to work on this side, but also keep in mind how it will work on the other side when you open your pocket or you turn the page, because yeah, you have both sides, this side, and when you open the page, you also have another side. So you have to think about both sides, how it will turn out, and what you still have to embellish or add, or you know, maybe a stamp or something. So that is what I quite often do, turn the page over and over again to look on both sides. And also over here I made a little mistake. I glued the paper doll a little bit too far to the bottom, so his feet were sticking out. So when you open the flap, you will get, you know, the feet will fold. So I had to repair that. I ripped the doll off and glued it back on again. And these things, yeah, do happen. They do happen to everybody and also to me. So it's all about how you are going to rescue your project or find the right solution to make it work again. So I really love the Salvaged tag from Tim Holtz. They are very versatile. You can use them in so many different ways, just as a loose element, as an embellished element, maybe as a pocket. You can make mini booklets with it. Yeah, so I really like having them in my stash all the time. And this is what I meant with, yeah, not a fixed closure, but yeah, like you see, the mini paperclip will keep things in place, but you are still able to, yeah, get your things out and write on it, or yeah, use loose elements to decorate on your own. Yeah, I find it very handy to do it in that way. We haven't talked about the label tape, but it's amazing. Just when you look at like this video, the scene right now, it really pops. It's black, it gives contrast, and especially when you use it on a lighter color. Yeah, I really love it because it's yeah, it pops out. So I went back in with the collage. I saw, yeah, the left bottom part. I thought it was a little bit empty. It could use something extra. And so I glued some extra text down and a little snippet on top. I don't know how these cards are called. Maybe it's like an index card. I call it, for me, it's like a journal card because I am gluing it down on the back of my collages, or on the back of a tag, or on the back of some ephemera, just to give, yeah, just to give you some space and room to journal, and in this case journal about your Halloween, maybe the fun you had when you got dressed up, or you can stick down a photo and tell your story about that day. Yeah, I really love the idea of giving it a personal touch. So in this case, I covered more of the labels and ephemera. So you have enough journal space for your stories, and it's also a nice way to cover up your white background, because they are printed on one side and they are white on the other side. And I really love the idea that if you turn something around, it will not be white, but that there is something to see. So I'm also decorating these little cards. This is another bingo card out of the layer package, the Halloween layers. Yeah, it makes a nice label or tag right away. And like I said before, made it into a journal card on the back. And yeah, it gives you a very good base to work on for your collage, or what I said, a photo, or your story. So this is what I meant with the white background, and the snippets are really awesome. This is a little bit of a larger piece. It could be snippets, or yeah, or it was the ephemera pack. It doesn't matter. It's all about covering up the white space, and yeah, how you can work with that. And at first, when I received my materials, my eyes were drawn to, well, this eye, this face, and also the man with his intestines that I already showed you in part 1 or 2. And as soon as your eye hits some remarkable piece, yeah, just use it right away, and let's see where it takes you. So I love the mummy cloth. It works very well. I love when you know, you can rip it a little bit apart. You know, you have all the loose threads. I love it. And the mummy cloth comes into a white, off-white color, and is easily to be colored, in this case with the Distress Mica stain, also from the Halloween release with Ranger. And I used the purple color, and that is called Hocus Pocus. So I'm looking for a nice way to attach my collage and in which order I am going to glue or stitch everything down. And yeah, I did some stitching behind the scenes, used the words or a sentence from the Stickerbook. Yeah, and they come in different sizes, so there is a lot to choose from, and there's also always something that will fit your project. And thank you for watching this part and hope to see you soon in part 4. Thank you. Bye.